Yes, we will take your calls as part of our continuing coverage into this major development in the Idaho student murders. The authorities believe they have their man and have arrested and identified him as 28-year-old Brian Koberger, a PhD student at Washington State University, which is right near Moscow, Idaho, where this happened. So 1-844-968-7720. You call, we'll get to you. Let's bring in Dr. Carole Lieberman, forensic psychiatrist, expert trial witness. Dr. Lieberman, while I have you, in terms of understanding this guy and how we are to understand what we've learned about him so far with his background and his disposition in custody, what does it mean to you?
Well, I have said from day one that I thought that the murderer was an incel, which stands for involuntarily celibate. These are men who have a lot of rage towards women because from the time that they started being interested in women, they've been rejected. And the rejections piled on one on top of the other. They started having expectation of being rejected and building rage. And so women were then even less interested. And they could see that there was something broiling underneath. So they were even less interested in going out with them or having sex with them. Primarily it has to do with men being enraged that they don't find women who want to have sex with them, no less, have a relationship and get married and so on. Now these aren't just sort of nerds who women don't like. This is a subculture on the internet. There are chat rooms where the incels urge each other on, and they talk about fantasies that they have about raping women and killing women in very violent kinds of ways. And one of the most famous incels was Elliot Rodger in 2014. I'm sure you remember this. He was the one who shot people and stabbed people and rammed them with his car in Santa Barbara. Do you remember that? And he was an incel. He, in fact, is the hero of incels. And so I think that the man who was arrested, so far everything fits into that kind of category, including the fact that he was following Kaylee and Maddie on Instagram.
If that's true, what would a 28-year-old be doing following them? But he'd done a pretty good amount of work on his life since his high school days when he was supposedly struggling with drugs, according to this young woman who says she knows him, if that holds up to be true. Here's one thing I know for sure. On such short notice, Dr. Lieberman, to get you is very, very a gift to me and to the audience on such short notice. Thanks to each and all of you. The conversation will continue as we have more proof. Right now, Ashley Banfield is live with the latest. Thank you for watching, and have a happy New Year.